9 hikers died mysteriously. The truth was buried. Crushed skulls, missing eyes, but no killer. 9 bodies, scattered across the snow. Some barefoot, some with crushed skulls. One missing her tongue. No struggle, no survivors, and no explanation that makes sense. This is the Dyatlov Pass Incident, and over 60 years later, we still don't know what killed them. In January 1959, 10 students from the Ural Polytechnic Institute set out on a skiing expedition into the Ural Mountains. All were experienced hikers. All were prepared. But only one, Yuri Yudin, turned back due to illness. The remaining 9 continued into the snowy wilderness. They were never seen alive again. Weeks later, their bodies were found in one of the most chilling, unexplained discoveries in Russian history. Their tent, slashed open from the inside. Shoeless footprints leading into the forest. Some were nearly naked despite temperatures of -30 degrees Celsius. Why would trained mountaineers flee their shelter into the deadly cold? Investigators found the tent partially buried in snow, ripped open from the inside, as if they panicked and escaped in a hurry. Belongings, boots and jackets were still inside. They were found in stages. 2 near a cedar tree, stripped to their underwear, suggesting hypothermia. 3 more spaced between the tent and the tree, as if trying to crawl back. The final 4 found months later in a ravine with horrifying injuries. Rib fractures with force equal to a car crash. 1 missing her tongue and eyes. Internal bleeding, but no external wounds. Autopsies found no signs of a fight. Radiation was detected on some clothing, the cause still unknown. One theory is an avalanche. This is the official explanation given in 2019. They suggest the slope became unstable and collapsed. Tent buried, panic escape, hypothermia. But there are problems. The angle of the slope wasn't steep enough. There were no signs of typical avalanche debris. The tent wasn't fully buried, and the injuries don't match what you'd expect. Others say it was military testing. The group may have wandered into a secret missile range. Strange orange lights were seen in the sky that night. Radiation, possibly from a nuclear test. Could shockwaves explain the blunt force trauma? But no known test sites were nearby, and the Soviet Union never admitted to any activity in the area. Some point to paradoxical undressing, a symptom of severe hypothermia, where victims feel hot and stripped down. That could explain the nakedness. But not the crushed ribs, not the missing tongue. Then there are the supernatural theories. A journal entry mentioned, "Now we know snowmen exist." Some claim the injuries were too extreme for natural causes. But there were no footprints, no signs of attack, just fear and mystery. So what really happened? The most likely explanation is a combination of danger and human error. A snowslide may have triggered panic. They cut the tent to escape quickly. Disoriented in the dark, they tried to survive but succumbed to the cold and possibly fell into the ravine. Still, there's just enough evidence for every theory to seem possible, and not enough for any of them to be confirmed. To this day, no one agrees on what truly happened at Dyatlov Pass. What do you think? Was it nature, a Soviet secret, or something else entirely? Please let us know in the comments, and if you're ready for another eerie mystery, check out our deep dive, Another Creepy Mystery. Link in the pinned comment.